British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab has announced the UK will, for the first time since Brexit, impose sanctions on individuals in Russia, North Korea and Saudi Arabia.
These sanctions are a forensic tool. They allow us to target perpetrators without punishing the wider people of a country that may be affected. The regulations will enable us to impose travel bans and asset freezes against those involved in serious human rights violations.
Before Brexit, the UK almost always imposed sanctions at an EU or UN level. Dr. Alan Mendoza of the Henry Jackson Society explains the significance of these new sanctions for post-Brexit Britain and whether the UK can expect retaliation from the nations involved.
This is the first time that the UK is doing its own independent sanctions regime for many, many years. We've been following UN and EU sanctions for a long time, and of course, and post-Brexit, we are now back in command of our own sanctions policy. So, number one, this is independent Britain making its statement to the world. And of course, the second issue is that we are invoking sanctions on some of the worst human rights offenders in the world here. People, for example, who have been deemed to have murdered Sergei Magnitsky, for example, the crusading Russian lawyer who had fought for justice in Russia and was murdered there in 2008. And we are now saying to the perpetrators of that, you have escaped justice in the sense you're not facing a trial because Russia won't send you back here, but don't think you're going to get away with keeping your money if it's here in the UK. Well, no doubt these countries won't enjoy having some of their prominent citizens sanctioned by the UK. And I suspect what we will get is fake charges levelled against British targets of various kinds, saying that X, Y, and Z are also guilty of human rights violations or of fraud or something similar. And we will see kangaroo-style courts set up to try and try them in absentia. That's happened, by the way, a lot in Russia already. You see all kinds of strange crimes being alleged and people jailed and then Interpol notices going out to arrest them. So I would expect a tit for tat. The difference, of course, is, and this is where everyone needs to be quite clear, the charges we're levelling against people are real and people refuse to sort of go to court to face them. The charges we're going to get in response are simply political playthings to hit us back at that. That shouldn't dissuade us from doing the right thing, though.